Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us today. I've got Linda Clevenger here with us, and she's going to share a little bit about her expertise with Organization Direct. So I know Linda, but I know some of you don't know Linda. So we're just going to start out. I met Linda about a year and a half ago now through networking, and she is an expert in a few fields. She is an expert in organization. Like I said, she's with Organization Direct, and she's also an expert in LinkedIn. So we're going to talk a little bit about that at the end. But Linda, if you would just share a little bit where you're from, a little bit about your family, because just so we can get to know you a little bit, and how you got started in organization, and we'll just go from there.
Okay, thanks for having me, Ariel. Yeah, I'm Linda Clevenger. I started Organization Direct 12 years ago, just starting my 12th year of business. And I got started because I just got tired of corporate America. I was just tired of running up and down 95. I had 3 kids, all teenagers, and just decided there had to be something more. I was in a position where I was just stuck. There was nowhere that I was gonna go. I loved my job. I did. I got to help people every day, all day, in the financial planning field. But my opportunity ended, and I decided it was time to move on. So I took all of my years of experience of being a Marine spouse and married at that point for, I don't know. We just had our 35th wedding anniversary, so a long time. And it seemed like everything that I did and every job that I had, I was the person that was in charge of organizing it all. When it came time to have something that needed to be done or figured out, or how to organize it to make it flow better, they came to me. So I thought, why not look into seeing how I could take my skills and build a business? I didn't realize that organizing was a business, and a lot of people still don't. I met with a couple yesterday who said they didn't know that my type of business existed, so that was awesome. But I just decided to give it a shot, and here we are 12 years later.
That's awesome. So when you say you're a professional organizer, do people get confused when you say that? What exactly is a professional organizer?
Yeah, a lot of people think I'm a glorified housekeeper, and that's not the case. I don't even like doing that myself. An organizer helps people work through processes. Besides the fact of going into a closet and making it look pretty, and a pantry, making it functional, we help people work through the issues that are stopping them from getting organized and creating the space and the life they deserve and they want. Because a lot of times it's just little things that get in the way and stop them from moving forward. Making the decision about what to keep, what to toss, and where to toss it, and where to donate things. Making the decisions becomes too tough, and they go in paralysis analysis, where they do absolutely nothing, and that just exasperates everything and causes more clutter and more chaos. And so myself, and I have a team of other people that work with me, will go in and help them through that process.
Awesome. Now you touched on this a little bit, but are there specific effects of disorganization? Are there mental and physical effects of that disorganization?
Yes, there are totally. The mental effects are it's your space. When you have clutter, you're looking at, you can't avoid it. A lot of people will do into shopping mode where what do they call it? There's a term for it, where they'll avoid staying home and bring in more stuff and more stuff and more stuff and never get rid of anything. So there is a mental issue with a lot of people with why they do it and the reasoning, but and physically too. Oh my gosh, physically, I would say a good 60% of the people that I work with have some kind of physical limitation that keeps them from getting organized. It's work. Once things get out of control for a while, it becomes more work. It's hard to maintain it. It's hard to even get to the point where you can maintain it. So I help them go through and clear out, make a clear path so that they can maintain their space.
That's awesome. Now, I know you have a very close personal relationship with a lot of your clients. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you work with them?
Sure. What we do is go in. if you were to say, hey, I want to talk about working with you, Linda, we would meet face to face and have or Zoom or however it works best, and have a 1 hour conversation. And we talk about what kind of things bother you, where do you see that you're unorganized, how would you change that if you could, what kind of processes can we put into place to change that, and where would we start to make those changes. And I have a really good, close personal relationship with a lot of my clients. They call me family. They joke that I know more about them than their own family knows about them because I see their stuff.
Yeah.
And getting organized is personal.
Yeah.
We're going through your personal things. If it's paperwork, we have access to your stuff. And we have this confidentiality agreement that none of that information goes anywhere. But, it's like, it can be a little intimidating letting someone come in and go through your closet or go through your pantry and seeing all the stuff that you should have gotten rid of and without feeling guilty, because we never give you a guilt trip for anything that you haven't been able to do, because life happens.
Right. So I have an audience of moms and wellness professionals. I know you've worked in offices before. Tell me how you would best help moms, and then how you would go into an office, say, and help that. I know you've had experience with both of those.
Yes. So for moms, you're busy. You have kids, you have a house, you have activities, you have everything. It's a full-time job. And if you're not working out of the home, it's a full-time job. And a lot of times you just need that extra help to get things organized. So I work it the same way. I meet with moms and figure out where we can work together, how we can work together. A lot of the things that they want help with is the kids. In the kids' rooms, how do I maximize the space in the child's room? How do I make it so that I'm not having to redo their room every time they hit a phase where they go from toddlers into school age into teenage, that type of thing. But moms are busy. And when you have an organizer in your home, even if it's for just a little bit of period of time, it gives you the freedom to make a shift and actually move forward without feeling like that's all you're doing is just going from one thing to another day after day after day. And we also come up with plans. Maybe it's some tips about how to save time, how to make the morning less stressful, how to make the after school routine less stressful. Some solutions for backpacks and paperwork and all that kind of thing, depending on how what the ages of the kids are. I've worked with everyone from toddlers and infants all the way through teenagers, and helping them through organizing their backpacks and their schoolwork and having a space where they can be organized. And as far as offices, their biggest issue is filing. And we just finished setting up all the files for a major company, all their 2018 files. He'd had a bookkeeper for 20 years who had her own system, and he didn't know where anything was. And so when she left, he was left like lost. He didn't know what to do. So we went in and set it all up with a new bookkeeper, and now he knows where everything is. A lot of times we just keep too much, and sometimes there's things that need to be scanned, and we come up with a solution for that. But for offices, it's really just managing the paperwork of it all. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Linda. I know a lot of us moms can use some organizing, especially in the new year. Here's to some organizing in our lives. So thanks so much. I know you're also an expert in LinkedIn, and I know that's an amazing social media platform to use, especially for businessmen and businesswomen. I've been using it some more to network. So what are some of your best tips for using LinkedIn? Could you share that with us?
Sure. Well, I'm a certified LinkedIn profile writer, and got that certification last year. Because what I found, that I will tell you, it was the hardest social media site for me to learn. It was the hardest platform. But once you get a hang of it, it is awesome because if you are a mom and have a home-based business, you can use it to connect with and make connections to grow your business throughout the world. I've trained someone in Australia on LinkedIn.
Wow.
Some of the best tips that I can give you, if I had to give you top 3, I would say have an awesome summary. Tell people about what you do and make it about them and not about you. Not that this is how awesome I am, this is how great I do things, but how you help them solve their problems.
Okay.
Because the goal would be for them to work for you, or have you to build a relationship with them, right? And you have to be personable and make it about them. The other thing is to have a great profile picture. People will have hired me to train them on LinkedIn because of my profile picture.
Okay.
They're like, okay, you look like you're approachable. You have to look like a professional, and look like like you are the expert that you are in your field. And the third thing is be active. Be active on there it's pretty much like Facebook. You'll like, comment, and share things on LinkedIn. And if you're a blogger, like I know Ariel is a blogger, she'll be posting those blogs on LinkedIn as well as Facebook and her website, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
So those 3 things. Don't let it intimidate you. Share your expertise and just get your name out there. It takes time. It doesn't happen as fast as people would like, but the key is 500 contacts. Once you get over 500 contacts or connections, things change. You're seen as real, quote real, in the LinkedIn world, and people will reach out to you and connect easier and more frequently.
Well, that's great. I know I was taking notes, so. So thank you so much for being here. Are there any other thoughts that come to mind that you want to share with us? Any funny stories about your organization experiences?
Oh, I could go on for days about that. But just what I would say is, if you are struggling with getting organized, don't beat yourself up. It didn't happen overnight. It's probably not going to change overnight. Just understand that life happens. I know firsthand how life happens, and you keep things simple. I know you know that KISS, keep things simple, silly, or whatever you want the last S to be, but just keep your processes and systems simple. You don't have to go overboard in one way or another with what you keep or you don't keep, but you only have so much room. Closets are only so big, the house is only so big, and the garage is only so big, and you really do want your car in the garage. So just be realistic about what you need and why you need it, and if you need help along the way, just give us a call.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what's the best way that they can connect with you? And of course, I'll put this in the blog article. I'll type out your website and your contact information that's appropriate, but what's the best way they can reach out to you?
My website is organizationdirect.com, and email is linda@organizationdirect.com, and that's the best way to reach me.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much, Linda. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks, Ariel.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, but if anyone, if you can think of anyone that Linda can help, please go ahead and share this with your friends, and I'll put her contact information on the website. Thanks so much.